So now I want to bring it all full circle. And I want to take a look at, I keep promising you guys this actually impacts your life. And so far all we've seen is dice and coins. And you're like, I don't see how this impacts my life unless I go to Vegas. It does, and here's an example of how. This is an insurance policy analysis. An insurance policy analysis followed by a lottery game that happened in New York State a few years ago, and I forget, 2006. So get through to number 8 first. You can work together with this if you want to. It might even be easier to work together on this so you can kind of bounce ideas back and forth off each other. You don't have to, of course. But you'll see how this ties, and we'll recap this, of course, before class is over, how this ties back to everything we've done today so far. The difference is in how we calculate this. We were able to calculate this by visualizing dice and turning them in our mind. You can't always do that. For example, the chance of me dying over the course of the next year, which I got from the CDC. My chance of dying over the next year is 0.269%. Now, which dice are they rolling to figure that out? They got a set of dice in the CDC, they're rolling, roll 0.269.
Is this just based on your age and what?
I put in my age where I lived.
And that you rock climb?
That wasn't that specific. Easy. We have a lower death rate than the average population. Just saying. We do. We're ridiculously careful. We redundantly back everything up. Never mind. Where did the 0.269% come from? You had it, Patty. I gave them my age. I gave them where I lived. That was it. And they just looked in that region and they said how many, at the time it was 39-year-old dudes died last year. Out of how many 39-year-old dudes there are. Boom, probability. See, it's a statistical probability versus an analytical probability, but it's still a probability. Now, I'm not saying that won't change over time, but that year, that's what it was. That's our population. Does that make sense? More surprising to me, there was a 12% chance of me becoming disabled and not able to work. 12%. That seemed high. That's 1 in 8. You're exactly. I was kind of like 12%. That's kind of weird. Anyway, so you're going to use those numbers, and I'll split this up for you guys, and figure out, based on how much the policy costs, how much I make on average on that policy. We're going to play actuary. You're playing actuary today. You're being an actuary. So take some